This actually got me heated. This actually got me real heated. So basically, this is gonna be like mild spoilers, I guess. If you're not watching Cobra Kai, you might be angry about the spoiler, but this got me real heated. So in the final season, there are a few nods to Mr. Miyagi, right? And the actor is unfortunately dead. So they used a deepfake to basically create like a replication of him, and it's all done in what I would assume, not even assume, in what I perceive as good faith. It's done as basically a bookend to their story. It's all done as this final nod to this decades-long story, and it's all done very well, right? Like, I never had any problems with it. Does it look a bit jank? Of course it does. It does look a little bit jank, but I thought it was done very nicely. I was happy with how they did it. I thought it was very respectful. It wasn't trying to be weird about it. It was just the hero giving the next hero sort of a send-off, you know? Unfortunately, we exist in the year 2025, and when people hear AI, it's the Pavlovian dog response. It's AI! Bad! It's bad! What do you... Wait. What do you mean it's being used to treat to treat people in like a hospital or something? No, it's AI's bad. AI's bad. So, I got actually very heated about this because I saw... This is a recent... No, this is not even a recent article. This is from November. What I was going to talk about. This happened in the previous part as well, and I already read up on this because I thought it was weird. The creators made it extremely clear that they communicated with the family, and everything was done above board. Everyone agreed. Everyone thought this was nice, right? And they worked hand in hand with the actual family to make sure that nothing is weird. It's not like being weirdly exploitative. If we're going to do this, we had to do it the right way by getting involved with Morita's estate and make sure they were comfortable with it, which this is the biggest thing. It's not about being weird or wrong. It's actually just making sure that people are comfortable with seeing a loved one basically being brought back to life. It is kind of... It can be weird, right? We also contacted one of Pat's daughters with whom we have a relationship. Ralph spoke with her about the scene to ensure everyone was on board and felt good about what we were doing. We did our best, worked with a great company that was going to deliver, and there were lots and lots of rounds of notes, from voice AI to the deepfake. We were pleased with the result. So, like, to me, everyone involved, literally everyone involved, was just trying to honor a great person that left a great impact on this franchise, and they basically wanted to give him a final send-off in the true ending of the story. In my opinion, this is the single clearest case of using this deepfake stuff in good faith to achieve something with a positive message that is done above board. Everyone involved is good. This is the clearest example of it being done right. But people can't look past their weird AI bad. I hate this. It makes me so mad. Imagine being the family that signs off on basically wanting to give their loved one like this final appearance, even if it's not really them, right? And then you see people on the internet being like, no, they shouldn't have done this. Like, who the hell are you to talk? You have no right to complain about this. You have literally no say in what happens here. And I was reading the replies and I was just like, I want all of you to just shut up. That's what I was thinking. It actually made me heated. Actually made me salty. Yeah, exactly. I don't think anyone has a place to be insulted on behalf of the family that has already consented to begin with. It seems like a personal view on AI feels like a personal attack. Exactly. And that's like... It's the complete and utter death of nuance in anything people talk about. It's like they see their trigger phrase and they have an immediate, like, Pavlovian response. Can we please return to the point in time where people actually thought about things before started yapping? Where it's not like a visceral, emotional reaction to everything. And this was like I was genuinely annoyed by this. Because, like, it's not even about the fact that it's AI or whatever. I don't care. Like, I've made it clear I think AI is going to be used in basically everything sooner or later. So I think it's just like, what can you do, right? Like, I think it's more so about how you use it and whether or not you use it for fair means and how people are compensated. And that's what I mean. Like, this is the clearest example of it being done right. And people feel like they have some kind of autonomy over this decision and they're the ones who should be pleased. It's absurd. Absolutely absurd. It's random people who want to insert their weird views on morality on behalf of someone else. It's annoying. I dropped Cobra Kai after season 4. There's a ton of other stuff you can pick at for the show being bad. I loved Cobra Kai. It was goofy as all hell. It never pulled any punches on being goofy. It was so cheesy, but it was all of those things in the best way. I loved it. Feel the same way with Cancel the Celebrity because he's friends with a weird celebrity and I'm like, where's the nuance? I mean, yeah, with all this stuff, I feel like, and that's what I mean, like, nowadays it feels like everything is so emotionally charged and people just don't think. Like, you need to have a immediate emotional reaction to everything, even though it might not even be true. And that's like the biggest thing. I wanted to talk about something that is actually like super serious, but I don't think I'm going to because like I'm a goofy man on the internet. I don't think I have the place to talk about it. But you might know that a lot of stuff is happening in obviously Europe that has a lot of people rattled. I'm very rattled as well. And when you get to like really serious topics and the only thing people can do is throw out these emotional arguments that have like either half-truths or not even half-truths and just blatant lies, people start believing them because they have been basically... The internet has made everyone react to stuff emotionally. And when you start thinking about actual real-life implications and the only, like, reactions people have is to emotional arguments, you will have very bad outcomes. And I think we're seeing that. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Online fall moralistic outrage? Something like that, yeah. You can have like emotional reactions, whatever, right? You can argue about these things back and forth, but I just think like especially when things just literally aren't true, maybe you should give up some ground, you know? Because like with a lot of this AI stuff, even in the reply, I don't want to scroll through all the replies because people are fuming at each other back and forth, right? But even when people are like, I hope they got the family's consent, and people are like, yeah, they did. Here's the link. And their response is, no, I don't want it. What? It's like you're literally being given just a straight up response to how things work, and the only thing you're just like, nah, I don't accept it. That said, though, I mean, the show was very good. I enjoyed it. I think the final season did everything it had to do, and it was I was very happy about it. I'm very happy about it. Big recommend watching Cobra Kai. It's goofy as all hell, though. I just really want people to start thinking about things. That's what I want. Just when you hear extreme arguments, when you hear something that is like extremely emotionally charged, when you see people throwing around arguments that maybe everyone else is repeating, maybe just stop and ask, why would they be doing that? Does this make sense? Can I verify this? And then, you know, a lot of the time, your thoughts might change. Maybe they won't. Fine. Maybe they won't. People are always going to go off about the AI thing because the machinery surrounding big productions just feels soulless even if the family agrees to it. I mean, I think that will be true to a degree, but you can already, like, all the people who are, like, fundamentally anti-AI, they're not really, like... I'm talking about, like, the weirdos on Twitter, right? I'm not talking about people actually working to make things better, yada yada, right? Like, the weirdos on Twitter who are, like, AI detected opinion invalid, right? And then it turns out it's an actual artist. And then they get bullied off of Twitter. We've talked plenty about those on the channel, right? An actual artist posts art, some weirdo accuses them of using AI, the artist is bullied off of Twitter. The problem with all of these arguments is that they have moved the goalposts like 50 times. It started with, this looks bad. Then it was, it can't get the fingers right. Then it was, it looks uncanny. Then when they start accusing real artists of AI, it says, well, this style looks like too much like AI, right? Like, this will be pushed to its extreme form, where we will basically argue about what is humanity, essentially. And that's it. This will be pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed down the line. And that's like a fully emotional argument, and like, you can go either way, right? But if we're actually talking about raw facts about who gets the money, who wants to do it, who consents on doing it, well then, I mean, if everyone's on board, everyone's happy with doing it. Who am I to say don't do it? Why do I, as a random person on the internet, have any say in what an artist wants to do with their art? Including the family that'll be involved. I'll always have problems with AI, but I'm not going to make it a boogeyman. Exactly, yeah. There are lots of things about AI that I also really don't like. But most of those things is just about money. I really don't care about all this, like, it's not human art, it's not real art, blah, 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 blah. I really couldn't care less about any of it. Because people are just going to use it and it's going to become art just like everything else has. I just care about people being paid. That's the only thing I care about. I want it to actually be used for good things that help people. I'm very simple like that. I like all this emotional stuff. Go ahead, go off. That's what art is for. Talk about the art. I just want people to make money. That's all I care about. It'll always be off-putting to see a dead person reprise a role. Makes sense. And that's totally fine. If you feel that way, that's totally fine.